Aloha kako. My name is Jennifer Vander. I'm the Senior Program Manager for the Coral Reef Alliance Program for Maui Nui. And our work right now is really focused on clean water for reefs. So, how do we reduce some of the local threats so that in the face of climate change, our coral reefs are able to adapt and survive and hopefully thrive? So, one of the things that we're focusing on right now is how do we reduce sedimentation loads? And if we look at restoring our waterways and reconnecting our ahupua'a and restoring these ecosystems, there's a lot of benefits that will lead to cleaner waters for our reefs. So if you look at this graphic here, it kind of gives a good overview of why we're tackling this area. You can see at the top of the watershed, you have these nice, pretty pristine forests up here. There's an urban area down here where there are a lot of smaller kind of low impact designs and different elements that go in to help kind of reduce some of the stormwater inputs from those areas. Then we have all this vast area of abandoned agriculture, and we have a lot of sediment running through these systems. And so what we do is, because we're a small organization, we focus on restoring the dirt roads that run parallel to these stream gulches and restoring the riparian buffer zone. So we replant the native forests so that they hold the sediment in place. And then the added benefit of that is they also help absorb some of the nutrients before they get to our coastal systems and slow down that storm water so that it's not so eroding and detrimental to our coral reefs. So we work in West Maui in a couple of priority watersheds doing this work. And it's really gratifying to plant a tree and plant grasses and these things and come back and see them established and see all the sediment that they're trapping. So previously, probably my all-time favorite job was working on Kaho'olawe for the Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission. And as my old boss, Dean, would always say, our kuleana was anything that was salty, sandy, or wet. So everything from the OPE to the well and anything in between. And that job was really fun because of the diversity of work that I got to do. And because Kaho'olawe is first and foremost a cultural reserve, we got to integrate a lot of traditional knowledge and conservation into our work. And that was really gratifying. I also worked eradicating invasive species, aquatic invasive species on Big Island. And there was a group of upside down jellyfish that are now covered in lava that we worked on getting rid of. But one of my favorite jobs was being a scientific diver and counting fish on Big Island as well. So I highly recommend getting that certification and other scuba certifications if you're going into marine sciences. So one of the questions we're asked is what do we love about our job? What keeps us going? What inspires us? And for me, being in the ocean is probably the biggest one. Working with protected and endangered species, fishery species, and even invertebrates. I just love all those critters. And then the other components of my career that I've really enjoyed is the outreach and education and inspiring young scientists like yourself to go into the field, letting people know that, choices in our day-to-day life can make a difference and not using plastic and participating in cleanups and riding our bike, all these little things we can do add up. And just all the skills I've learned. I got to learn how to spearfish, tag animals. I've got to travel to cool places, Australia, Palmyra. So there's a lot of aspects of my work that I really enjoyed. The best advice I can give to you guys is volunteer as much as you can. Get a little experience dabbling in what kinds of pathways of this work you really enjoy doing. And I was able to get a job because I volunteered for aquatic invasive species. They hired me. I've actually hired volunteers that I've had because I've seen their work ethic and their dedication. So volunteering is a really good way to build up your resume, but also get your foot in the door. Highly recommend going through Quest. I'm a Huliau graduate, and that really opened a lot of doors for me. learn about data management and analysis, even though it might seem boring and tedious. Those are the types of things that really answer the questions that we're looking to answer and will help you get a job as well. And then again, just obtain different certifications. The other one I didn't add is wear sunscreen and stay hydrated. But we definitely have a lot of opportunities to volunteer with Coral. We're working on creating a internship program, but haven't done that yet. But we have at home planting kits you can take home. You can come to our volunteer days. If there's a certain component of this work that appeals to you, like data collection or learning about plants, you're feel free to go to our website, which was just updated, so it's real pretty now. And on the Maui page, you can find more information about volunteering for us. So I think we're going to do questions later, but there's contact information. And thank you guys.